ended up watching Spider-Man Far From Home. And that's the one with Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal and Zendaya. And I think I've been pronouncing her name wrong. I think it's Zendaya, which I am so sorry. I've never been good at pronouncing people's names, which is something that my family knows and makes fun of me for. So great apologies to anybody I've offended with mispronunciations. But when I was watching Spider-Man Far From Home, and the whole emotion I really pulled from that whole movie, it was 100% self-doubt. I mean, it was amazing. So it's supposed to be the movie in the aftermath of after Tony Stark passes away and Captain America and whoever else died in Endgame. And if you haven't seen the movie, I spoiled it for you. I'm sorry. But it was so interesting to see Peter Parker in this movie, Tom Holland, to see him in this moment. And it's funny because in all of the different Avenger movies that Spider-Man has been in, he's a kid, he's in high school, but when he starts to do these things where he's fighting bad guys in outer space and the world's ending and all these things, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, he's back to school, and you're like, how could that kid be afraid of anything? How could that kid have self-doubt? Like, he has done these things that most normal people wouldn't have done. Now, granted, I know, Christina, this is a movie. I get it. But the moment that I think is the most human in this movie is the moment that Peter Parker gets a gift from Tony Stark. And it's basically this moment where Tony was passing the baton to Spider-Man, that it was like, okay, kid, like, I pick you, I choose you. And he writes him a note, and I'm not even going to try to remember what the note said, but it basically was a note acknowledging, like, I pick you, like, you are it, this is for you. But what is so encompassing is how not only does Peter Parker take the gift, and he uses the gift, but then it's almost like he becomes overwhelmed by it. And what does he do? He tries to kind of throw it away. He tries to just give it away to someone else. And that's what he ultimately does. But because it's a Marvel movie, they fall into the wrong hands. And so what happens is he ends up getting played. But why does he get played? He gets played by his own self-doubt. And then it turns into a whole big thing where he's got to track down the bad guy and stop this and stop that. And that is what self-doubt externally looks like. It's the action where it's the giving away.